Hello, and welcome to Dime the Heft. This is part one of my open back versus closed back cab comparison. I recorded the audio for this a few months ago because I wanted to hear for myself how having the cab open back changes the sound in recording versus closed back. For this demo, I played my Fender Modern Player Telecaster Thin Line Deluxe into a 30-watt Varell and Spaldo head with the bright switch on, into an overbuilt Atlas 212 cab with an Eminence Governor and Swamp Thing. I mic'd the Governor with an Audix i5 and placed an AKG Perception 420, this AKG Perception 420, 5 feet away, pointed at the center of the cab. The cab itself was placed in the center of the room to try and limit reflections and sound bouncing off walls. I know with an open back cab, what's behind it is just as important as the cab itself, but I really wanted to try and isolate just kind of the speakers in the room. But I will be revisiting this idea at some point, comparing different surfaces behind the cab. This demo will A/B the different sounds of the different mics on the cab. Far mic closed, far mic open, close mic closed, close open. Both on the closed, both on the open. Both clean and through an Earthquaker Devices warding compressor. Let's take a listen, and if you're into it, please subscribe and leave me some feedback in the comments. Okay, the first thing I noticed was that the open back cab seemed to have a bigger, less focused sound. It was more open, it breathed more, and it seemed to have a little more character in the mid-range. The closed back, on the other hand, had a more focused, more powerful low end, an overall tighter sound, and it kind of had a spikier, more present high end, with a little more of a subdued mid-range. With the Warden, the changes seemed, to me, surprisingly, a little more subtle. I'd still say that the open back is a bit louder, and I kind of prefer the open back sound. But what did you all hear? Let me know in the comments. Part 2 is coming shortly, where we'll be checking out some different effects and comparing how the cab sounds with those. Like I said earlier, if that's something you're into, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of it. But we'll see you next time. Later.